Hello friends, welcome back. It's that time of year. I am starting my spring cleaning and I'm going to start with my pantry. Over the holidays and after the Daniel fast, it has become so disorganized. It's just kind of a food catch-all. Wherever something fits is where it gets sat. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but it gets really frustrating. So you can see there's a beef jerky gun there. That's what that black thing is. There's a bag of potatoes. Those don't even go there. Those go in the garage in a vegetable bin, and I don't know how they got in here. So I'm just going to take everything out and organize. What I'm going to use are these crates, these wooden crates. I got them at Walmart, a couple different sizes. I also got this chalk pen, and you can use it on anything, including glass. And I got that in the wedding section, by the way. They're cheaper than in the craft section by about $3 cheaper. So, yeah, I am going to take everything out of the pantry and just take it into my kitchen. I've already started taking stuff in there and just kind of piling it up on the counters, and I've got stuff in the sink. The only thing I'm going to leave in the pantry is the canned stuff for right now, because with everything out of the way, I can kind of organize the canned stuff and then start working on my crates. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is I have some black acrylic paint, and I am going to paint these wooden plaques. I think they were about 98 cents at Walmart. Now, I do have some that I got from the Dollar Tree, but I cannot find them. So I figured 98 cents at Walmart while I was there, no big deal. So you could use chalk paint in this situation, but I'm just going to use my black acrylic. I think it'll work just fine. The paint pen that I got, the chalk pen that I have, works on anything. So you can just wipe it off real easy and write something new on it. So you can see I'm not going to paint that outer edge. I'm just painting the center. I just personally liked how that looked. If you guys end up trying this, then paint it how you like it. Use what kind of paint you like. But yeah, this is how I did it, and I love how it turned out. So I just give a good coat of black paint and set it aside to dry. I'm also going to remove the tags off of the bins and get those ready. And I'm just going to hot glue my plaques right underneath that handle. So I debated if I wanted the crate to go in this way or sideways, because I like how it looked both ways, but I feel like it's gonna create more space to put it in just straight in with the handle out. So that's how I'm gonna do it. So because this is a paint pen, you do need to shake it and then kind of dab it on something, a piece of paper or something, and work the paint down, and then you can start writing with it. And I really like the tip on it. It's got a kind of a beveled edge, so you can do a little bit of a calligraphy look if you wanted to. So for this particular crate, I'm going to put in flour, different types of flour and mixes, and I wanted my words to take up the same amount of space, so I just put an S, a small S at the end of the word mix, so that the words were the same length, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So on this crate, I'm going to put pasta and rice. Those are two things that I always have multiples of, multiple different kinds of pasta, multiple different kinds of rice, and it takes up a lot of space. So I do have like that type of stuff in jars too, but I always have extra in their bags, and I feel like a crate is a nice way to keep them organized and all together and less cluttery looking, I guess. So I'm also trying to fit the word rice at the bottom to where it's just right in the center, since the word pasta is longer than rice. I don't know why. That is one of those things that I look at. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put my stuff in there. And I'm also going to make sure that everything is closed and clipped closed or tied closed. Because sometimes when I'm cooking, I don't get it closed all the way or securely. It's closed, it's just not secure. So I'm going to make sure that everything's nice and neat and orderly. And once I get everything in there that is supposed to go in there, then I will go ahead and put it in its new spot. So next I'm going to work on these smaller crates. I think they're so cute. So I'm just going to use these little wood rounds. My husband cut these for me and I've had them for a little while, and I'm just going to paint, I'm not going to paint the entire center. I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge around it so you can see that it's wood. But I'm going to paint them black in the center, and I'm just going to hot glue them on there on the front, just like I did the other ones. How cute are these? Okay, I found these at the grocery outlet last fall for around $5 a piece. I love them. I think they are so cute, so farmhouse looking, and they're gonna work great in my pantry for organizing. So I'm just gonna put like stuff with like and what works best for my pantry. So whether that's baking stuff together and organic stuff together, I just feel like it's just going to make it so much easier when I'm looking for something to have everything that's similar right there in one basket. I can just pull it out. And this is going to be perfect because I do buy bulk stuff from Winco. That's where we shop a lot. And so there's like these loose bags of like maybe nutritional yeast or almond flour, or random things that you buy in bulk. So having them all together like that in a basket is so much easier. So like I said, I'm just going to put like stuff with like. And for these smaller crates, I wasn't sure at first. I have a lot of small things like little packages of gravy or mixes or salad dressing mixes, marinades, that type of stuff. But I mostly had, like the organic type stuff that is smaller. I wanted to be able to have a little crate specifically for that. So organic is going on this one. And the other one is for the smaller baking items. So I'll just put bake on it. So once I get everything put away, and you guys will see it looks so much more organized, I'm really considering going back and getting a couple more of this size and a couple more of the bigger size crates as well. They just work so perfect for this type of stuff. Honestly, I don't know why it took me so long to get this organized. My husband just put in the French door right next to the pantry, and it's so visible when people come in through that area. It's so visible. So it kind of spurred me to go ahead and organize the pantry, and it's just so much brighter over there now. So this basket is all different types of nuts that I might use in baking or granola making, or that type of stuff. So I'm also going to be using more jars. I do have a lot of jars, and you can use this pen on jars as well, and that is so handy. Not that I necessarily needed it on this jar. You can clearly see that it's pretzels, but it does come in handy. I do have things in jars that I have to question, wait a minute, now what was that again? Especially if it's something that you don't buy often. So definitely this pen is very handy. I think it was maybe $2 and some change. And I, like I said, got that in the wedding section, not in the craft section, because I did have a couple over there, but this one was cheaper and wrote on glass. The other ones didn't. So much better deal. So I like for my words to look a certain way, probably because I don't like my handwriting much, but I think that being creative with your lettering makes it unique and makes your pantry your own. So you can see it's much more organized. These are 5-gallon buckets of rice and flour and sugar and that type of stuff, and those just stayed under there. I've got all my oats together, all of my crated things that are just so much more orderly. It looks so much more organized, just nicer, less cluttery. I guess that's the main thing, because I might have been able to find things before, but it was just so cluttered looking. And like I said, if people walk through here, somebody goes to grab something, I want it to be easy to find. So I've got all of my baking type stuff together, all of my nuts that I'll use for different things, my bake stuff, like I said, and then just like my teas and drink type stuff, just all together. And I like having it much more organized like that, because honestly, when I cleaned this out, I found some stuff that I just bought because I didn't know I had it. So pretty much everything on the very top shelf just stayed where it was at. I did clear out these shelves as well, and these are those plastic stackables, and I love those. So you can see how much more orderly it looks. I did go through this small pantry area too and tried to organize having all my teas together and baking stuff. This pantry is a little harder to organize, but this is where the majority of my baking stuff is, more like the sweet type stuff. So my sprinkles. This bottom tote here is candies, different type of candies. This one is chips, like chocolate chips, peanut butter chips. And this is food colorings, baking tips, that type of stuff, bags, like pastry bags. And this bottom one is just random things that I would use for baking, my cupcake liners and that type of stuff. So, and just random stuff on the top shelf. It's nice to be able to have room for just random stuff. So yeah, much more orderly, and I'm very happy with it. See, this one I can just close the door, and we're going to put a new door on that, but I like having this a lot neater looking, a lot more organized. It just looks so much better. So I hope you guys got some ideas off this video, and of course, as always, I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.